Recent U.S. Supreme Court decision is giving hope to victims of last year's fatal Laredo bus crash. 9 people from the valley were killed, more than 40 others injured on their way to the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino in Eagle Pass. Channel 5's Leslie Aguilar is live to explain why those victims now have hope they'll get their day in court.
Yeah, right now, attorney John David France is preparing arguments for a lawsuit filed against the bus company and the casino. Before a Supreme Court decision on Tuesday, he had his doubts they would ever have their day in court. The Supreme Court decision could be a game changer. It's over a fender bender that happened in Connecticut, but could affect the much more serious Laredo bus crash from last May. The Connecticut case was between an employee of a Native American casino and a couple he hit on an interstate highway. The court ruled that tribal sovereign immunity does not apply to tribal employees as individuals, meaning the case over that minor accident does not have to be heard in tribal court. It can be heard in a state court. McAllen attorney John David France represents many of the Laredo bus crash victims.
My hope is that we will get our day in a state district court.
France says this decision opens the door for his clients to hold the bus driver and trip coordinator in the case accountable for the crash.
They were acting as authorized agents of the casino when they transported the many people who were injured and killed in this crash.
France has his eyes on the concurring opinions. Supreme Court Justice Thomas says that tribal immunity does not extend to suits arising out of a tribe's commercial activities conducted beyond its territory. The Laredo bus crash was not on tribal land. It could take changes in the law or another Supreme Court decision for the tribe to be held liable in state and federal court. Another concurring opinion on this case from Justice Ginsburg states that tribes interacting with non-tribal members outside reservation boundaries should be subject to non-discriminatory state laws. You can count on Channel 5 News to keep following this case. For now, live in our Hidalgo County newsroom, Leslie Aguilar, Channel 5 News at 6.
And victims of the Laredo bus crash are also waiting to find out whether they will get any compensation from the bus company involved. OGA Charters had $5 million worth of insurance money. That amount is currently frozen by a federal bankruptcy court judge. The judge has to decide whether the insurance money is an asset of the estate of OGA Charters. If it is, it can then be divided among the victims through the $5 million that will not even come close to covering the medical costs for the many victims.